YouTube.
Okay.
Do.
Although we all know what will happen if there is a problem with the connection. You're basically doing a screen share and voice all across the Atlantic.
Yep. Across the Atlantic and a little bit.
And into same discussion we go, and we go, and
poke,
there
poke,
we
poke,
go.
poke. Crank down the volume. Boop. Discord.
Starting up.
And AOG self promo. Let's just put that there. The office.
Okay, cell phone working.
Self-promo.
And hello, Ran. And hello, Doug.
Put that there. Put that there.
Mm,
Put that there.
there might be a
Okay.
need for
I have
what's
done
going on.
I have done the things. Hey,
I am
Ren. Okay. So.
there it goes.
Okay. So. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to be drawing one. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mumsy. I hope you feel better soon.
Well, feeling incredibly. Is it the plague, as my dad calls it?
I don't think. I don't. We don't know if Mumsy has the plague or not. That's one of those directions unclear kind of things.
Yeah. Get well soon, mums.
Yeah. Anyway, so as part of this, so to give everyone an idea of what everybody looks like at level 1, or well, 3, because that's where you guys are starting. I'm so used to campaigns starting at level 1 that just autopilot.
Autopilot there. Yeah, but still at level 3 I can at least do some good stuff with my swords.
Yeah, level.
Well,
It's more common nowadays now for DMs to start their players at level 3 because that's when they have more combat capability and therefore increased odds of survival. Because at level 1, a well-placed crit can put you in the ground.
Even if you're a barbarian with 20 con, with 20 on the constitution.
Yeah, even if you're a barbarian with health for days, a well-placed crit can put you in the ground. But yeah, so this young lady is one of the characters who will be present in the D&D campaign.
And that's where I come in.
Yep.
Hi there, guys. Simon Bengtson, or well, Bronze Knight. YouTube basically uses my Google account name for some dumb reason. I don't know what, but...
Because YouTube and Google are connected.
But yeah, the weird reason for my last name is, for those that didn't know, I'm from Sweden. Across the pond, just like Mavs, just a bit further to the northeast.
Yep. And trust me, I know Swedish last names can be interesting. I married somebody from that general region.
Yeah, and if he was during the Great Migration period of 1840 to 1930, there existed a Swedish game show called Back to Sweden, where the winning person gets to connect back with their roots. They even
Yeah.
have special days, and in one of the latest seasons, I think it was, we had someone who was actually with uh, Gustavus Adolphus, Gustavus II here in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, she was one of the families who got the short end of the stick when Charles XI got put in power, because before Charles XI and Gustavus III, there were the nobles were driving their own government, and it was not a good way of doing governmental work. And then come kings who do several radical things. For example, Gustavus III banned torture in Sweden.
Good for him.
Yep.
Anyway, so this young lady uses the homebrew class from the Nat 19 campaign of Sword Saint.
Yeah, because it does fit a lot with her character style. She is a far traveler from a homemade country, or a homemade area of countries called Eastern.
Yep. Now, there will be regions where you go, oh, this is a familiar style of architecture or mode of dress or food. It's just that's just one of those divergent cultural evolution things.
Yeah, and what makes Eastern so special is it's basically Southeast Asia as a massive island continent. Think it as something similar to the oceanic continent,
Ah,
Australia and everything.
so Australia. The land where
Uh,
everything tries to put you in the ground.
Even the, well, herbivores.
Yeah, kangaroos are nasty, nasty creatures, and that's not even going into cassowaries.
Uh,
the one animal. If the one animal Steve Irwin was afraid of is also the one animal I'm not mucking with. I don't care.
and the weird thing is, from what I can tell, it's a herbivore.
Yeah, it eats fruit. Doesn't change the fact that it's got murder feet.
And also, we have the koala.
Who
You
is
are
fairly innocuous, but
very cuddly.
and also mind-shatteringly dumb.
You be the Taurus style of dumb or something.
Worse.
Oh dear.
If you put this animal's brain is so simple. It has a very limited way it can process visually its food. Like, if you put a bunch of eucalyptus leaves on a plate, it will not be able to visually process that it's looking at food, and it will starve to death.
Ah. Oh.
That is the stupidity tier of your average koala.
Also, do you want to know how they pass on the bacteria needed to digest eucalyptus?
I've watched enough documentaries. I'm well enough aware. Anyways,
Yeah, moving right along to Akagi.
yes. So she is a half elf with I believe you mentioned a human mother. No, human
And
father,
now,
elven mother. My bad.
yeah, this is not that. This is not the critical role of elf twins, although,
There are a set of twins present in her lineage.
yeah, the two youngest, Kaga and Tosa. We also have her big sister Amagi, who's, well, Akagi was born to, well, her mother was shipwrecked in an area of Eastern that is very similar to Warring States Japan.
Yep.
There, back home, they thought she was dead, which left her cousin very sad, and her cousin will come up later.
Yeah. Basically, there is a great deal of general confusion about this poor girl and her general lineage.
Yeah, her mom was discovered by her dad, passed out on the shore, and looking a lot like an old childhood friend, face that died.
And
That
then
died.
basically we present to you all the meet cute.
The what?
It's it's a way of describing the way a couple meets up.
Ah, yeah. I mean, originally her dad is kind of sort of what? He is a bit confused, but eventually they grow close, or this girl wouldn't stand here in front of us.
Yeah. Confused, but also, okay, this is fine.
Also, what you're currently drawing is a bit on the smaller side.
I'm as much. The garment she's being drawn in has a bit of a minimizing effect on the bosoms.
That explains it.
Yeah.
And I got to look at the chat, and Mamsie said, half elf and elf squad. He's
Yep.
also playing an elf.
Yes.
But yeah,
She means well, God bless us, everyone.
but she is like Tauros.
A bit on the dim side, but she means well.
I do want that Mousy to be there so we could have a. Well, the only one I know him playing is a bard, and I wanted a bard so that Akagi could basically just have someone to glare at.
Oh, trust me, there will be plenty of people for you to interact with.
We also got. But yeah, the reason why I'm a part of the D&D campaign and not the Historia campaign is she is one part of it. The other is I don't want to cheat on Cat, and another part is it costs 25% to send me the money I owe you to you.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. You don't have to explain.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so basically for now your girl has somehow ended up where she is.
Yeah, she was kind of sort of sent out or rather wandered out in order to basically explore more about her ancestry, which landed her in her mom's country of origin, Arentia, where she meet up with her mom's cousins and her second cousins, of which you draw one of them at her debut.
Yep. Assorted flavors of chaos ensued.
Yeah, which she basically mistook her second cousin Thomas for being a basically Scanlan or something like that.
Meanwhile, the poor lad in question.
She was too busy. Yeah, she was actually. Yeah, a lot of the chaos that disturbed that scene, and that's also the reason why there wasn't a girl floating above the two that were dancing there.
Yeah.
She was too busy making sure that this girl didn't cleave her uncle in two.
Yeah, it's just, let's just not have a disaster over here. Oh, I'm sorry, Mumsy. Sounds like you should drink some water and try to get some rest.
Yeah,
I have had a fever high enough where my brain just was not working. It was not a great time.
during one Christmas, I hit my personal temp record of 39.4 degrees in the centigrade scale.
I will look up later what that means in Fahrenheit.
It's about 105, I think.
So you were darn close to just cooking your brain.
And not that high, but what is normal body temp in Fahrenheit?
98.6.
Yeah, that I was above 9. I was above that. Okay, now that I got basically a much more better context, it's more or less more close to 100 than 105 is.
Oh, I have been. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, Mums.
Mums, that's the centigrade scale, so yeah, you get water, get rest.
Yeah. But anyway, so once that whole once that mess resolved itself,
Yes, you get to meet up with her mom's cousin, the Empress Varentia, and mother of...
the twins, and as a result, can just go, "Hey, hi, my mom's not dead."
As well as removing from the shock that her mom's cousin adopted two, gave birth to 40, and is carrying another 4.
Would just a quiet little, "Oh dear, sweet God."
Yeah, she did. Yeah, but after explaining several different things, but after knowing how her own mother is, and then looking at how her mom's cousin is, she's mentally going in similar sort of thoughts as you, as the whole Ava debacle with the crew being surprised. You know, crew being surprised. Why doesn't she have children yet? And she doesn't go. She just goes, "How come?"
Precautions. Hmm.
More or less, they're because her mom is very much into the
Yeah,
seductive, mature.
just. Anyways, we're discussing the character, not the character's parents.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
she's...
after resolving the shenaniganery with her lineage, I guess this girl then decided to pursue the career path of the adventurer for reasons.
She more or less, she just wanted to see the world from her mom's cousin's perspective, as she has grown up in rather weird thing and meet new cultures. And then she actually landed in the realm we are at, in the part of the world we are going to be in.
Yeah, basically, this is your character satisfying the wanderlust often seen in those of elven bloodlines.
And not really a wanderlust, more or less. She's tried to do that. And also, any shenanigans that happens in their world, she's going to have a similar to the GS thing, but it's going to be a TG. Thomas's girls.
Yeah, just, no, here we go again.
Basically, any sort of shenanigans, because...
Yeah, so aside from everything else, how
what
would you say? So,
she is as a person,
yes.
she is very... She is... In terms of personality, she has a lot in common with Eva.
So just very, oh god, I have to be an adult.
Most probably because she sees the entire crew and realizes that she's probably the only one with some brains.
Well, there are a couple. There is Felix's character who is a fairly sharp person.
But his int stat doesn't have a positive modifier.
Fair.
Yeah, I looked up all the stats and she has the highest modifier in the int stat as well as a very low int to whiz ratio. Into
Yeah.
this
You
ratio,
might
basically.
end up being the functional adult in this outfit, but we'll see what comes of things.
Yeah, she's just gonna go, oh dear. Yeah. But she at least has a way of getting back.
Yeah.
She sees how dead she becomes like you when you first met the Arachni.
Just nope, 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 nope. So much nope.
I heard that you deafened Felix.
Just a little.
Felix, if you're in the chat, please explain to me on a scale of 1 to 10, how deafened were you?
I think I'd been talking really very quietly for a bit, and so he turned his volume up, and then I spotted the Ragni, and then I panicked just a smidge.
You shrieked.
Yeah. I will say this, he recovered enough to start laughing.
Yeah, but she is. But yeah, due to her personality, she's also very nice. But but she also has a bit of a thing that is kind of sort of giving her parents headache when it comes to marriage. Wait that she can get back on the entire crew for being such headaches on her.
Oh?
Her appetite.
Ah.
Take every PC from your Terrorist campaign and combine their appetites.
Well, Jude doesn't eat, so that already skews the numbers.
I mean, yeah, so but still, currently we're up in 3 humans, 2 Minotaurs, 2 Satyrs, and 1 Leonin. Despite connections and money that she got and stuff like that, the reason why she has 5 GP is because, well,
Food budget.
yep. She's going to basically the entire crew is going to have to split up just to make sure they can against meat thanks to her gluttony.
I can actually turn you off and then yeah,
Yeah, that girl eats.
a substantial amount.
Yeah. Also, this brings to 2 funny things. Funny thing 1, if the crew ever gets turned to food, I would love to see her actually having to battle her in order to not end up in her tummy.
Uh-huh.
And the other is her introduction to the party. Completely obliterating in a food eating contest.
We'll see how introductions end up going.
Yeah. And she just goes. But yeah, in terms of several different things, I will also have to mention her siblings because that's the reason why she can't marry. Her siblings also have several different marriage situation because despite her mom being basically well, they're very seductive, mature and stuff like that. She's She is faithful to her husband to a T, and he is to her. Basically, their relationship is a bit like Tina and Jonathan, the Huron couple from Days of Astoria. That's basically it. It kind of sort of gives you.
The drawing software I'm using right now is Paint Tool Sci version 2. My screen share software is XSplit. And my reference material comes from a Pose doll maker. Why do you ask?
Pretty sure they want to make their own art. Or art streams. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
That's why I asked. Right. So
But yeah, her sister's, well, Amagi, she is very strong, very bright, very much, but her constitution is at tops Tauros, but more around the koala in terms of intelligence.
so she's on the frailer side.
She is sickly, very sickly, and her family worries that she might die in childbirth.
If she ever does marry.
Yeah, so they can't.
Not art streams, but my own animated artwork. Paint Tool Sci doesn't really do animations, but there's loads of software out there that's relatively inexpensive if you want to get started doing animated artworks.
But yeah, Akagi here, her big problem is the fact that she's probably going to give the family she marries into a headache because of food. She will eat them out of house. She's probably going to eat her prospective husbands out of house and home. Kaga is a massive hothead. Good luck calming her down. In fact, Kaga was the one that first got scrapped for the prospect of marriage because...
Nope.
Yeah, they don't... Yeah, they basically wondered if it's... They basically took a look at her and had the same realization as one should have with without have it Eva. Did she lose something inside of her mother? I mean, their mother do dearly love her kids, despite their little inconsistencies, and in fact is trying to do her best to make sure they find happiness despite their inconsistencies. But yeah, the only hope for the Yuki Kazaklan in terms of marriage is Tosa, the youngest. And
you seem to be the most mentally stable out of this quote unquote batch.
Yeah. There exists a problem, however.